Hey guys, what's going on? Ha ha. Get my old earbuds in. Yeah, my uncle's. He gave that to me as a kid. Put my name on there. And written inside of it. I had to turn it inside out. I wish he had been able to see this. He was about to walk over it in a box over at Mom's. Hey, Lorenzo. You had to turn it inside out, but it says used by Uncle Tom, Clark, Tennessee, inside. And so great keepsake from my childhood. One of the Navy caps that my uncle wore, not the one that passed away, but the one that's had throat cancer issues of late. They say he's going to have to have treatment for the rest of his life. Am I doing this right? Yeah. Gilligan hat, I tell you. Yeah, it's a little stained and whatnot. Maybe it can be washed or whatever. Pretty heavy canvas, you know. I mean, I was a young tyke when I got this. Maybe 3.5 or something. So I'm blessed to still have it. Anyway, uh, we kind of got cut short yesterday just on, getting to everything. So we'll try and get to everything today. Ha ha ha. We'll try. We'll try. Didn't show you those cards there, but I have a box here, dust and all, with things from my childhood. Don't know if that's GI Joe or suit or $6 Million Man. I think it's GI Joe. Let's see what it says in the tag here. GI Joe. Okay, by by Hasbro, made in Hong Kong. So there's one of the outfits for GI Joe and stuff like this. Yeah, it needs a little cleaning, dirty, needs a little washing, a little care. Uh, been out in my mother's shed. Fortunately, that didn't get sold, although the woman moved it into the house. Now I think, yeah, this is a $6 Million Man. These do need cleaning and some love. $6 Million Man shirt. It's got the little $6 Million Man on the tag there. Like I say, it needs some loving. It's got a hole in the back, but I think that's the way it came for something. Maybe the doll will be in here too. The action, not the doll, the action figure. And I have things you put together like this that was, all this is like interlinking here. Uh, like you can make a little round pit, you can make it long, you know, uh, bigger. But this was all part of a play set that was given to me when I was 11 years old by my grandmother. And I guess that made my, probably the best gift I got when I was 11 because I remember I was 11 when I got this, still. And it came with the dinosaurs, the little plastic dinosaurs, and all kinds of stuff. There's dead spider shell. But pretty neat little set for 11-year-old. I was just overjoyed to get something new and unusual like that out of the blue from my grandmother, and good memory, good memory. Now this I know goes to my Jungle Gym Jeep. You put that in there, and it's the hook over the line and hook over it. So I know what that is. Played with it many times. Poor old horse got one leg. The horse that didn't have a leg to stand on, well, he's got one leg left, broke. I'm not sure if this is a Western thing or what this came with. I think so. Had it probably, maybe I just bought it for, so for my action figures to have something to ride on, just kind of like a generic horse. And I may still have the legs and be able to glue them back on. I don't know, but um, just all kinds of stuff in here. This was some Mork from Ork. eggshell. I forget what came in it, but there's the front of Mork from Mork and Mindy, eggshell. And maybe we'll find some more parts in this book. I found these also, real 3D Marvel Heroes lenticular, unopened, that I bought. Very, very nice. Kind of get the monitor that way, but they move and everything. They're a little three-dimensional effect. This, and then on the back, it just has like the regular print of it. This came out, it's 11 by 17 by Trends International. Came out in 2009 is when I got this. 2009. So glad to see that again. Let's see. Another one that I got was the Heath Ledger Joker. 11 by 17 again, and approximately the same time, probably. No, 2006. 2006 on this one. Here's the print on the back as before, and then the menacing Joker with the faces. Hey, Rosie. Yeah, my devil ninja. Yeah, good evening, Rex. Tree Goblins in here too. Yeah. So, little three-dimensional thing from 2006, and here's another one. I'm assuming I got it at the same time. There's the 3D post or the poster with Heath Ledger's Joker, and then let's see, this one came out in 2008, so okay, a couple years later. So I got them at different times, but that's pretty neat. Still unopened, but I like them just like they are. That one's really neat with the Batman card. Glad to find these. Let's see. I think this is another G.I. Joe outfit. I guess I got a bunch of G.I. Joes running around naked. Lorenzo says, thanks for stopping by, D-Wag. Yo, D-Wag. Yeah. Darren Wagner. Hey, I'm going to bed, but in tweeting the stream out. Cool. Thank you. And here's the little cave that, and I think it's got intersecting things. Got this when I was 11 years old. It's prehistoric scene with interlinking parts that you can put together pretty nicely into different, things. Circular rocks. Here's the grill. And in the grill is another little dinosaur. When I was 11 years old, my grandmother got me that. And this is the grill to the Jungle Jim Jeep. Maybe I'll find the Jeep in here. I doubt it, but I've got it somewhere, I think. I got that for my G.I. Joes, and my cousin's Barbie, when we played together, would roll around in my Jeep and everything. It was her father who passed away, my uncle. Sub to D-Wag's channel. Let me make sure that I'm sub to that real quick. Yes, I am. Eric Boyd has been dropping a few nice things. So check out his channel. He hasn't got a bunch of content up now, but what he's got up is quality. I like it. I reposted 3 of his, and I still haven't looked through all of his. Here's the latch-on gas tank to the Jungle Jim Jeep. Man, I mean, there was a bunch to this prehistoric set that I got when I was 11 years old. I see. G.I. Joes and $6 Million Man. and even found the horse leg. Now, if I get two more, I'll have a horse, and I could name him. Otherwise, he'll be a horse with no name. Does it work that way? Man, I should have dusted this stuff off. Nice revolver, nice pistol. I'm not sure which one that goes to. Maybe GI Joe, and accessories like this, like your costumes, your grenades, your things like this that get lost, can be worth more to a GI Joe collector than the GI Joe doll. Last time I checked on it, which was years ago, maybe about 30 years ago. I don't know when some of the, or maybe about 25 years ago, the GI Joes of my era in the 70s with the hair uh, would go for about $60. But some of this little stuff, and that was then, but uh, yeah, some of this little stuff can be worth more. We got some rice hulls, and here's the top of a tree look, for the prehistoric set. Dump that out in the trash. More rocks. Lots of dinosaurs with that. Little triceratops. Old style. I guess it's kind of ridgeback. I guess you can call that a T-Rex, but with the tail down. Now we don't think that that's proper posturing at all, that the tail would be up. But hey, Rosie, it's worth nothing. Send to me. I want that tree too. Okay. I've got yeah, I mean it kind of looks like a multi-leaf pot leaf, really. But I mean I've got a bunch of these but now it has here you go. Here you go. You just put them in like that and old plastic. Just a little bit of pressure. I did get it in, but too much. I snapped part of the tree off. Oh well, I got some Gorilla Glue. Let's try that again. Well, not with that. I'll have to find another base. Yeah, you never know what, you know, rubber spider I used to play with as a kid. Of course, rubber items don't go good with plastic. You can get some melt spots, just through chemical reaction, but I don't think it hurt anything, but we'll see. Yeah. This is like a childhood box, saber-tooth tiger that came in with that I got when I was 11. Came, and you got multiples with that set. This is either Jungle Gym. Well, I don't think I ever had the Jungle Gym, but man, it needs cleaning. It's like Australian like hat. Rosie, you like that, huh? Maybe. I should wear my Navy hat that my oh yeah, abominable snowman. Man, these need cleaned up. But you know what? I probably did. My toy box was moved out to the barn, um, and I went out there and I got some things. And I probably didn't clean them then. And this is a very dirty, abominable snowman. So I hope he's not stained, when I clean him up. But him being white, it might be stained. But memories. Horse with a broke leg. I guess I'll have to put him down. No tail, too. A bobtail. Oh, these are cool. Yeah. Yeah, I like little accessories like this. Of course, this one has the elastic band still. This one's missing it, but it may be in there. But these are snowshoes from the GI Joes. Oh my God, you got oh yeah. Was that Leland? Yeah, a shirtless. If I man, I mean stuff's just okay. I forget what this is. I think this is like maybe a part of the Jungle Gym Jeep. I'm not sure. Like like it was like slats or something. I think there's two of these. I don't know. Oh man, oh yeah, it's sticking to my GI Joe. Oh, Christ, he'll like this. Yeah. What is he doing to Steve Austin, the $6 million man? Oh hell, he's trying to get him from behind. He's got his leg up between his legs. But what it is see this roll up arm, because it had roll up skin. This elastic has been rolled up and kept that way, and something was on it because it's flat right here, but he stuck to it. Oh God, yeah. But he had a bionic piece, a plastic piece with a hole in it, and you could plug him in, and he had an eye too, a bionic eye. You'd look through his eye, look through his head, had a hole in his head. And oh yeah, that shirt, that's why. Well, it's not moving because it might be stuck, or something's supposed to move when you do that. But anyway, what's the chat saying? Why did you do this? Don't blame the dolls. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now this guy, yeah, he's missing one. Damn, these things are. But I mean, these are my childhood dolls. I know the little snaps need to be resewn because I've unsnapped some before, but he's still got his pants. But now this is the one. Let's see. I don't know what that was. Got my dog's attention. I know one, probably him, he said, enemy planes hit the deck and things like that. Yeah, this is probably a little light mode around the face. That's why it's discolored, but a little cleaning, and I think he'll be good. Yeah, he needs some more. I really thought that this would be in better shape than this, but hey, a little bit of love, and maybe we'll get him back up in action. That does look like Leland, It really does. Take a bath. I mean, look at those teeth. The teeth were always got me, like one big upper and whatnot. Oh, let's see what the chat's saying. Tree Goblin says, I want a Leland figure. I've got the shirt pins and stickers. Leland magnet. Yeah, I'm not crazy. No. Hey, need a wrench. Need a wrench. Here you go. Nicotronus. Hope I said that right. Now you're a moderator and have a wrench. Use it well, my friend. Leland Voodoo Doll. Okay. Rosie Lee, I'd love to stick by, but got to bounce. It's 5 a.m. and I've got to sleep a few hours. All right, Rosie, maybe I'll see you later on Vic's channel or somewhere. Greg Goblin, thanks for stopping by. I'm making a Testify HD Voodoo Doll. Okay, that's cool. Man, yeah. I mean, I guess it just took the clothes off of all these guys. Here's another GI Joe outfit. But I've still got them. They didn't burn up my fire. Another shirt. Probably have to have the snaps re-sewn on there because the thread gets old over time. But because I a few years ago tried that, and I forget what this was. Maybe a thing that my mother made because she could sew. There's like I chewed on his tail. It's got teeth marks on it. As a kid, 11 or older. All right, now here's an original G.I. Joe. And I've got him in the sort of parka, the Arctic uniform. But now his arms were lost. This was my brother's before I came along. Man, this stuff's dirty. A little show prep would have helped, huh? But now I wanted you to see. Now it probably took some time, but this outfit's going to have to be to get his arms through here. But this outfit's going to have to be cleaned anyway. But my mother made arms for him, and well, we don't want to get struck. I'll keep his pants on. But she made these arms since it was missing the arms, and that's the original shaven GI Joe. It's got a little rub spot there on the back forever. But got the GI Joe scar there. Let's see, Lorenzo sub. Yeah. Oh man, thanks. Yeah. Yep. Drop your links in there. Maybe I will take his pants off. I think I should be that risque. But now I always played with him like he had bionic arms, like cables. That's what I imagined they were like deadly cables. And they look different than what I remember them. It's amazing what the memory. But yeah, smooth chest and look at this guy. He looks like he's been shotgun blast to the chest and the target. But hair, beard, mustache, manly big dolls, big action figures. This is yeah, kind of like G.I. Joe Navy hat. This might came with him. I don't know. Probably later in the 70s, but fit this guy really good. The original guy. G.I. Joe Navy hat. The other gas tank that went on the other side of the Jungle Gym Jeep. This is an underwater type thing, and it had a weight here, I think, and would you can unscrew this, and I believe probably still has the old battery in it, and would be like your underwater thing. Yeah, no battery in it, but you could put a battery in here, and this would spin around and have a little rudder, and in your bath water or whatever, whatever you set up, swimming pool. Boy, dirty. I brought that bird's nest in here and got ants. Invasion of the ant. This is just about as bad with all the dirt and grime off this stuff. I really didn't think that this was that dirty. I see a capture net in there, but I'm not going to try and pull that out. It'd probably come apart. I had these. I need to recenter this one. This is a sort of a lenticular Ken Griffey Jr. card. It's kind of offset in the holder. Make sure it's right. Let's see. I don't know what year it's from. Really don't care right now. Oh. And another Ken Griffey Jr. lenticular card. Him batting, in-depth card. And this is Deion Sanders. Of course, he went, football and played for Cincinnati here. And baseball. This is part, the top or the bottom of the G.I. Joe, meal kit, whatever, that you could have him eat out of. And actually, I think I've got spoons or something that went with that. Scuba light. Yeah, I think light up. Okay. That's probably right. You're gonna have to think about donating your collection to a museum at some point. Perhaps, perhaps. I mean, some of my stuff that I've bought, has went to 2 different comic museums so far that people have bought. The museum bought from me directly recently, and then there's another guy that I've dealt with for 2 years, and he's been buying stuff and then sending it to a comic museum in California. How is what's happening with your family making you reflect on your own collection and your life? Uh, you know, I haven't had a lot of time to I mean, I've taken some time today and the next yeah, not trying to be insensitive. Yeah, I don't take it, I'm glad you're thinking about your legacy. Yeah, return to the Slee Stacking homes, yeah. If you like gaming, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sub to his channel, yeah, Living Your Fullness Life, Rex. Um, yeah, I mean, I did some writing today, on the origin of a character when I woke up. I went to bed early last night and, early for me was like maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock or later. Uh, but, yeah, I've been, uh, reflecting on, I finally, oh, this is not a capture net. This is a freaking dream catcher. Huh. I didn't even know I had a dream catcher. Apparently that I did at one point, and there it is. Hmm. Little ball and chain. I thought I divorced you. Oh, well, small ball and chain. This comes around, and a lot of it might be on the GI Joe. They had dog tags and stuff, so I don't know. Uh, poodle, standing poodle, plastic poodle, and a wolf. I think that came with that prehistoric set. A bunch came with this prehistoric set. I mean, that was a nice little, you know, probably not too expensive plastic set, but a great gift for my 11th birthday, I thought. Um, it's been real happy for you. Not too bad. I can you re let's see. Can you imagine there's been so much change that it would make you think about your own life? Well, I'm always reflective. I'm a Scorpio, I don't know. Uh, I, yeah, I'm trying to live my fullest life. Um, but yeah, I'm always pensive and reflective, and I may not see any, I mean, recently I get out and I see people, but I mean, um, I'm a pretty stay-at-home guy, but it's like I told my friend over in Tennessee, Elsie, that if it weren't for Abby, for the last 8 or 9 years of having her, no one needs to be lonely. You need some companionship. Why do I look haggard and tired? I don't know. And the camera's up here, but I continually look down here at myself. I'm always talking to myself. Um, Now this was kind of like a James Bond. I actually went to, I think, a birthday thing or a Christmas thing. I think it was a Christmas thing, and they gave out characters and just cheap. I mean, hollow plastic, whatever, cheap. He's still in pretty good shape though. Clean him up. Don't know if this is probably GI Joe pants on him, but I didn't win him. And I had to trade this one person, and then I traded this other person. I finally got the one thing I wanted, So I scored, got him, still got him. I thought he looked like James Bond a little bit, but I didn't win him at first. I won another gift, and I traded another person, and then I took their gift, and I traded this guy. Finally, had to do some haggling to get him. Yeah, some things are hectic. Hey, Shadowhawk. People on YouTube are happy to have you. Internet friendship isn't always the same as hanging out in person. Sure. I mean, I mean, but yeah, you have to hang out. This is like a turtleneck thing. I wonder if it went to that one guy. It could be GI Joe. Usually the GI Joe things are that turtleneck's hard to get on figures. I can tell you that. Um, man, I mean, grimy, dusty. You know. And and it's rigid. Yeah, and one of the things is broke on this side, but that goes on that horse. Like I say, that's probably just like a generic Western horse that was being sold. This Western hat, this might not be G.I. Joe stuff or whatever, but I would get stuff like this for my G.I. Joes. Looks a little worse for wear. Needs a little cleaning. I have hanging out at home. Oh, I like hanging out at home. It's cheap. It's internet age, has its upsides. Yeah. And during the pandemic, I mean, let's face it. But I'll tell you the time that I didn't like was when I was quarantined. And I got so bad I couldn't send I sent Abby over mom's finally. Um and just the and I'd wrecked my car, so I didn't have a car here for a few days till my brother gave me a loaner on the truck. That's since blown up. The good thing about it was a four-wheel drive and it snowed here for like 2-3 days really good. Iced it over. Took me 4 days to clear my little hill out here, my little drive-in. But it was just the fact that I couldn't go anywhere. And by that point, I really wanted to go somewhere and just get out. Yeah. Yeah. Ouch. Smash the like, subscribe. Yes, please, and thank you. I'm just glad that any of this survives, because, had that fire. Now, he did have some loss of his hair on his chin, even when I was still playing with them. I mean, it's like they don't last forever. And this guy's got a spider on the back of his head. I guess that one was the only one that. And this too, this guy, even early on, it's like he developed mange, I guess you could, and he's missing part of his arm too. But the great thing is these snap back on, Man, these things are dirty. What do you expect? No. Like I said, I may not have cleaned them up from when they original, but I think I'd had just about the whole line, except for like some of the special ones. Now his hand is broken up, but I may still have it. And there's some other neat stuff in here, but we'll look at that tomorrow. I mean, that prehistoric set. I'll try and go through some of this. Even had like a Nessie in there, probably more than one. But yeah, sorry, my Steve Austin is in such bad shape, But with a little cleanup, I mean, he's still got his socks, he's still got his shoes, pants, and I have a shirt. So, shirt can go over this, and you'll never know it. I'll break it free. Oh, I'll break it free. He does rotate. Dun 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 dun. Dance, little monkey. I've got all this put up. I wanted to show you this yesterday. I saved it for today to show you. And now I'm getting grime. Well, that's not grime. That's printed on there. But Wizard Ace Edition, the very first one they came out with. You had to order, as I've said, I've done a thing on these and shown some of them, I think. But you had to order 100 Wizard magazines to get one of these comics. Now, when they were clearing out their warehouse and going out of business, you know, they put up on eBay a bunch, and I bought hundreds of them. But now this one's special. This is the first one, a reprint of Creed #1 from Lightning Comics by Trent Kanuga, who's doing, Indiegogo now with Ethan, and for All Caps Comics. And so I don't know the print run on these, but I'm sure they were small. It is a acetate cover, front and back. That's what the back looks like there. Don't know with an acetate cover if you could get a pressing, but it's double cover. Double cover error. I bought hundreds of these. Not necessarily the Creed one, just hundreds out of the series. And as they came available, Elsie bought a bunch too. But butterfingers today. But double cover acetate, and then you lift it up, and that's the artwork underneath it. The moon has a face. So it'd be nice to have Trent sign this and sign it with transparent, sign it on the inner, sign it twice, have 2 signatures on it. Very rare book, double cover. And I went, after I found this one had a double cover, I went through all of them. And if I was still buying them, went through them as I got them in from that point on to see if I could get another double cover. And I never did, very hard to get, for something like that. I never worked with acetate plastic when I worked at World Color. So I don't know exactly how they would do the acetates. I know with the covers, you have suction cups, with air that's sucking, and then the cover comes through and it comes down on it and picks one up and puts it on the book. I mean, and if it's a glued book, you have a glue wheel that's got glue, and will glue as it runs over that, will glue the binding, and then it'll put it on the guts of it, while it's still hot. You have a actual like glue vat, and every now and then you have to put in these glue chips in it and keep that fed. And you have to go underneath. It's got a wheel, and just like your excess glue will come out like webbing of glue, and you have this flat, almost like pastry knife that you would, do a cake frosting with, and you would clean that, whatever you call it, the bar, that would collect this glue around it. So you'd have to get that off from every now and then. And, because the strands would just wrap around till it gets a big thing. Well, one time I'm pulling towards me like that, and it went like that. Lucky I didn't put my eye out. I've still got a little scar across my nose from that thing hitting me that night. I was trying to clean that off. I'm sure I was cover feeding the covers into it. But you've got time as a cover feeder. You got time to talk. I mean, unless it's just really moving, you've got time. And if you get good at it, you still got time to talk and do other things, but with that, you got to clean that off, but as a cover feeder, you got a little bit more time than when you're stacking off on the back or feeding pockets. It was a pretty good job. Probably the best job I had when I was out there. I worked on the polybagger before, worked stacking off, worked feeding the pockets, everything there was to be done. I did it at one time. Even did the trash, which was good because you could go to the printing section and talk to those guys and kind of see what's going on, what they were doing. And you could kind of go back to what they called the hogging room, which the train station come right, or the train tracks came right up against the building. That's where they'd ship things out. And big rows of paper and stuff. And you'd have to watch the forklifts coming through and everything. The hogging room was like shredding room, baling up paper and whatever and shipping it out to be recycled, probably. Other things like that. And every now and then it'd catch fire, and it did after I left. It caught fire when it was sold to Quevercore. Let's see. Uh, cool people from all over the world can form friendships. Sure, it is cool that we have that connection, through the internet. Hard dealing with the vindictive people, though. Yeah, I mean, just handle them. If you're a pretty balanced person and know how to deal with people in real life, you can deal with them on the internet. You know, you don't have to be pissy about it and block everybody either. Um, you know, just shut them down. Don't give them a wrench. If you don't have your own channel, then I mean, whatever. It was cool. Stu's a real nice guy. I'm glad I could meet him and his wife. Do you have any production equipment? Like what production equipment? Like producing books or something? I used to have a book binder, and it was neat. It had metal trays, and I've looked for it since. I haven't found any. I was going to print my own book, and in fact, I did put my own books together, hardback books. I used typing paper because it was thin for like doing journal, drawing books and stuff. And you could get different colors. You could get green, blue, red, and those were embossable covers. So I had this whole plan, and then my fire come along, burn up my machine, which basically crimped this long staple, which you're binding, that was glued on the hardback. And you could fit up to about 150 pages in it. Make a pretty thick book if you want it. So that was, one book deal that went wrong. Or know where any cheap mothball things are. Like like what? For printing? Oh yeah, for printing. Um, No, not really. Not really. There's a real possibility to make a industry here. Yeah, a industry again. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, I need to do some research on that because that was a pretty neat thing. You would like come, crimp it like 3 times, that big long staple that was in the book, and that could still work. Um, and I got that at like Val's office supply back then. And I tried to order, and I had a bunch of uh, the covers in different colors and stuff, and was like, man, I could make my own comic, here and whatnot, and buying my own books, save money. This is one way to do it. And I remember after the fire, that was one of the last the long staples that you crimped that was in the binding of the books that was left. That was and it's a wonder those survived because I had gold rings like my class ring and a few coins and other things, and no trace whatsoever. Everything just ash. Most of my stuff was paper products or something that would not survive a really hot fire. Um, I had the springs to my I hadn't thought about that with my book binder. I had those long staple things that went in there. Those did survive the fire, although it's just burnt metal. It's a loss. And had the springs to my couch, little sofa or something I had in there that I acquired. We need made in America, yeah. Make magazines and books. One day soon, publishers might not print things they feel can compete with the mainstream. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, yeah, I mean, I'd love to have, a small printing press and whatnot and be able to do it in house and whatnot. Think it'd be worth it. Went to the dollar store today, picked up a couple that I left behind the other day. Behind the Lines, Escape from Dunkirk, The Greatest Prison Break of World War II. So I watched that. I'm not really watching a lot of stuff now, but I need to decompress sometime. I'm not really greed my. I've cried. I was pretty stoked during the. I've not really greeted my uncle yet. Really tried to just think back on him and everything. Um, and I need to do that, and I will. Tanks for Stalin: A Race Against Time to Win the War, based on true events. Picked that up at the dollar store for $1. It seemed to have a pretty good premise. I kind of looked these over the other day and didn't get them. Prototypes of a new cutting edge are being taken on a secret mission through Germany to Moscow to Comrade Stalin. However, the cross-country run turns into a ruthless race against time as their journey quickly proves to be strewn with pitfalls, including the pursuit by the Nazis, who want the tanks for themselves. Well, of course they do. So maybe those would be worth watching. Let's see what year. 2005 die-cast Human Torch. They came out with a nice die-cast set. And then later, a plastic, one. So which do you prefer? I prefer the die-cast, which was much rarer, really, than these plastic ones. This one came out in made in China. I had to throw it away anyway. Come on. 2005. So, okay. Both were made in 2005. One's die-cast, one's plastic. He's even bigger here on the die-cast. Got different write-ups. Over the years, Marvel has introduced one unforgettable character after another. Classic icons as Spider-Man, Hulk, and X-Men, and Daredevil have formed the foundation of the Marvel Universe. Kirby and Steve Ditko and Stan Lee. Where larger-than-life beings with superhuman powers exist in a world that could be our own. The world has expanded to include champions of every variety, all sharing a common struggle to balance human lives with heroic responsibility. Okay, these are Toy Biz worldwide. So was the plastic and the die-cast Mr. Fantastic, stretchy arm, elongated. Pretty neat. Used to have all of them. I think I had. I think I traded. Usually, I like to keep one example if I only have one. But LZ talked me out of a Cyclops that was diecast. He can do that because he's pretty good at wearing you down. And what are you going to do? Argue with a friend that gives you the production art to Avengers and other great stuff? Believe me, he's very generous. He has the gift of giving. That's for sure. More than I do. I mean, I haven't even sent out y'all's prizes from like a month ago or a month and a half ago, but I will. I'll get it. I'll get it all to you. Thrill Races Beach from 2012. Hot Wheels. I don't see a year, but I mean, this is for the 2011 on the card, but 2012 line truck. Nice copper color. Nice. Hot Wheels. Trucks sell okay. They sell okay. All right. Now, we started on the buttons yesterday, and I still got a whole bunch to show you. But before I get to that, let me show you these cards that I got. Out of the Shed, I think that's where I got them. Kingdom Come Classics. Little Alex Ross take on Detective Comics, number 27, first appearance of Batman. These are longer, bigger cards with little gold foiling there. Very nice. Got this one in a card holder. It's kind of yellowed over time. Kingdom Come, and then you swap it around. So I guess these interlink together in Alex Ross. And these are sketchboard. This is Jade. Skybox came out with these. These are Kingdom Come Extra. This is 13 of 15. Jade. So you get to see a little pencil work uninked by Alex Ross. Our Man 2, or we say in France, Deux. This is number 14 of 15. Flash 4. I don't know what that would be in French. I dropped out. This is 12 of 15. Dropped out of college French after 2 weeks. Le Crayon, the crayon. Red Arrow, 10 of 15. The Ray, or as like I say now, thanks to, hey, Blue Sasquatch with his 22. He's going to win something with that number one of these days. The Ray, the gay Ray, now that they've made him gay. Alex Ross sketch card. Let's see. I got to, make, let's see, let's see, people trying to compete with the big comics because of the culture war, but they're not going to give it up. No, they're not going to, but it'll be a financial issue eventually. They'll have to. These larger stockbrokers will want to sell those properties off and may just liquidate them one day. One day you got DC Comics and one day you don't. Maybe the same thing with IDW if they don't get their finances in order, but I don't see how they can. They need some popular. They spent way too much in what is it, DNR or whatever, research and development. That's what I'm trying to say. R&D, on like things that didn't go anywhere on TV or movies, TV series. I mean, they got some residuals, but not enough. And in the meantime, they're spending more than they make. And now they're 70 million or more in debt. So is IDW going to survive? Somebody comes and bails them out and buys them and then actually runs it as a business. But with SJWs around, who knows? But I think some of the SJWs are feeling some heat, now through some stuff. But, how bad is it going to get for them under a Biden administration? Just saying. More detail on the diecast? What do you mean more detail on the diecast? Because, man, I've got some diecasts in there. I've got thousands of them. I've been thinking about doing an all diecast thing. But tell me what you mean more of the detail on the diecast. Or you just giving me a hard time? Oh, hurt my hand. Good seeing here, Blue Sasquatch. As long as it goes to someone or a place where it will be harassed, don't leave it all to the next, to sort out, or it may go to waste. That's true. Oh, I've thought about that for sure. Hopefully your family isn't leaving you too much to clean up. No, not really. I mean, I don't know who's going to sort through all my stuff after my death, but I guess I need to put it in a wheel. Hey, heck, Alan. Yeah, good to see you too, brother. Arthur and Dolphin. So I guess they got married in the Kingdom Come stuff, huh? I'd forgotten about these. Black Canary 3. Nice little set that Skybox came out with, and I had them in a like pull out plastic tray, so they're white and can get dirty real easy. So glad to see that they're not. And I had some extras too. Captain Marvel, Shazam, Superboy, looking gay as ever. He's got a Legion of Superheroes belt buckle too. Blue Beetle, as done by Alex Ross. And Devil Flyer, my character, was next to Blue Beetle. Another Hour Man number 2. Ooh, I didn't think I thought I took out the extras. And 2 Hour Man extras. North Star, I'm not sure what character she's supposed to be. She's the offspring of Nightwing. Okay, and Starfire. There you go. Number 5 of 15. And Wonder Woman. Now, my uncle's funeral, Linda Carter was there, aka my cousin from Memphis. She looks like Linda Carter even today. And my Uncle Tom, whose Navy cap that I showed recently, as I got today, as I got as a kid. And what did I do with it? Here it is. Had that since I was a young kid, worn by my uncle when he was in the Navy. This was one of his Navy hats. I don't know how they wear these little hats. I mean, that's not very big for an adult head. How's it look? It looks a little goofy to me. I mean, even when you do the yuck Popeye thing. So I don't know. How do you wear it? Is that like that? I mean, and who came up with the idea for these hats for the Navy? Just saying. I mean, nice heavy canvas, almost like, a one of your karate belts or something. Okay. So Pale Rider, yeah, laughing at Hex. Let's see. Do not give Pale Rider your address. He will paint a sexy portrait of you. Blue Beetle was cool. Yeah. He was called Blue Scarab in that, but it was the old Blue Beetle character. I have a Blue Beetle, and I've yet to find it. It's kind of alarming. I thought it was in the safe. I have a very fine plus, high grade, Blue Beetle number 6, wartime cover, and I can't find it. Maybe it's in one of my 30,000 box. Well, I don't have 30,000 boxes, but I have 30,000 comics, approximately. Vic King said he had 30,000 at one time. I'm like, really? I mean, it takes you a long time. I mean, my first collection was about 16,000 when it burned up, and I'd been collecting that for like 20 years. Well, yeah, about 20 years, maybe 21, 22 years. And didn't have near what I have now. And I bought out a comic book shop. And I traded 10 long boxes full of comics from that comic shop. Let's see. I'm having trouble focusing a little. I mean, not my eyes, but my brain really. They may stop the publishers from the printing independent material like Amazon does. I mean, there's all kind of possibilities. Give your address, and I'll Pale Rider come sort through your stuff when you kick it. Yeah. Oh, I've had offers, believe me. They could be getting black money to push an agenda. Yeah, you're on this, aren't you? There was more detail on the diecast. There was more detail on the diecast. Huh. Okay. Okay, I'm getting caught up. You need to sort it out yourself because you're the one who knows most about it. So that is true. I mean, I got in a box, and I've relayed this a few times, this story, but I got in this box. It was over 40 pounds on eBay, and it had like stuff like this, not just this, but like glowing dark eyeball balls and all different types of neat things, patches and got an old 40s Viewmaster in the box and really, I mean, some nice stuff, not just, but it had some wacky, crazy stuff. And I've shown a bunch of that, little bitty items, condom patch and from a condom company. I think it even had a condom packet, matches, from different places. Um, but it had one little white piece of plastic, and you think, what is the worth of that? And throw it away. I knew what it was because I played with it as a kid. It's a splint that came in one of the G.I. Joe sets for when he breaks his leg. You can put splints on him. And just a little bit plastic that most people would, I was surprised it was even in there. Really? Piece of plastic, but and also there was a couple other things like maybe a flare gun. There was G.I. Joe and there was a cup. So I've actually added, stuff like this. I mean, this isn't it, but to my G.I. Joe collection by buying that. That was probably the last G.I. Joe stuff I got. Didn't have a lot in there, 3 or 4 items, but I knew what that plastic splint was and everything. Oh, it's good stuff in here. Hey, food stuff, comic skater. Oh, would these hats fly off in the wind on the deck? Yeah, I would think so. 5 feet was tall back then. Um, mm, Looks a little small. They have different sizes. Yeah, he must have had a small head. My uncle looked like Clint Eastwood. I've got Wonder Woman as my cousin and Clint Eastwood as and I kid you not. Now, not so much now, but yeah, I mean, he still favors him. But I mean, back in the day, man, he's Clint Eastwood. So you respect Clint Eastwood, even if it's not Clint Eastwood. I'm telling you. Even today, I wouldn't cross and I'm glad we've gotten close, we've gotten close. Um, he's been suffering, he went to Vietnam, was suffering from Agent Orange with his skin and stuff. And how that happens and you're in the Navy, I don't know, but he saw combat. But maybe it drifted over maybe he went on land. I don't know. But he had throat cancer and they say, so I was really surprised out of the blue that this happened. They say it was bone cancer with my uncle. Um, there's always the National Archive too. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, look, man, not to get too deep in this, but I feel for these countries like France and others. Just think in a few years, the Eiffel Tower being torn down by hijab by Muslims, basically. I mean, because they're going to breed them out. They're going to get the vote. I mean, they don't have safe areas. UK too. We'll see. I mean, if they're having more children, they're going to get more votes. Eventually, they're going to get government control, and they're going to get. And look what they did to their museums and stuff. They just tear that radical jihadists just destroy everything, destroy history. The very cradle of civilization. They didn't give a hell about it. Are they going to care about some French structure or archway? No. You let them in and they breed you out, and then they get the vote, and they got the government, and your whole life has changed. You can't live in your own country anymore. I really think that's one of the biggest threats, to us in America today. is, or I would have said up to a few years ago, reading comics do not disturb. Some of these I may have got at conventions, some like this maybe through the years at comic book stores. The Pretenders button. Grody to the max. Remember that saying? Grody to the max. Grody. Valley Girl. There's always the National Archive. Yes. This is Jose Garcia artwork of the Joker. He does a lot of their production stuff. I just need to put this in the other bag and I have it done. I started another bag to just transfer these over in to keep the ones that I showed yesterday apart from the ones that I want to show today. So I'll just put them in here and without touching my mouse. Loading it on the helicopters and plane. Oh, there's always the okay, loading it on the helicopters and planes. Okay. If you say so. And I do. Born to be physical. Let's get physical. Physical. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Superman. Big button. Get the spider out of here. Let's see if I see a year. 1978. I guess it could be from 78. It's definitely from the movie. Yeah, the Fortress of Solitude as a background. Christopher Reeves. Superman. Gag me with a spoon. Yeah, that's another saying. Hex, that sure is. It could happen. They burned down Notre Dame. Yeah. Loading it on the helicopter and planes. Yeah. Gag me with a spoon. Yeah. Yahoo. Okay. 50 minute man. So little time. Oh, so many men, so little time. So many men. That's for the ladies. So many men, so little time. Okay. Happy birthday. God is love. John 4:8. 1 John. Okay. A little bit of rust. It's just I guess a birthday pen that I got maybe at church. It says on the back, it has printing on the back. Standard Publishing. Out of Cincinnati, made in the USA. USA Steel, I guess. But yeah, happy birthday with the birthday cake. This, I mean, really, this has a pin that sticks out from the button. You have to be real careful with that one. Okay. I'm Batman. Michael Keaton is Batman. The Penguin. Probably Garcia Lopez artwork with his umbrella. Nexus. Somebody took something and made a homemade one from Nexus. Maybe a little promo or advertisement that was colored and thought it'd be a good button maker. I mean, good way to go to a convention and, be cool to get that signed, wouldn't it, by Mike Baron? Just saying. Garcia Lopez Batman. If I need a button, this is Garcia Lopez too. Joke. If I need buttons for a convention that people are gonna ooh and all over, I got them. I've not seen that one before. No, it's older than you are. Just saying. Let's see. Feminists in the West and their embrace a religion that hates them. Yeah. Woke white women who will be the downfall of Western civilization. I hope not. Men got to take control of their own destiny. That's Star Wars. Jams Man Air. Yeah. 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 I guess this is like plastic, maybe embossed plastic. Mutants are hot stuff. Agent, is that Agent? Agent Orange exposure from the loading the aircraft? Aircraft? Oh yeah, I guess maybe. You know, I'll have to ask him about that while he's still living. If it's a matter of life or death, I'd choose ice cream. Wisdom. Wisdom. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Leonardo button. And I think Mom told me where I can find my Leonardo glow in the dark T-shirt that I got in 1985. Probably one of, if not the only. And I think I have a Bruce Springsteen. Gagged me with the spoon. I bought it and never returned it to somebody. I was going to do a drawing off of it. Jack Kirby artwork, Galactus. Gotta have it. Galactus button. I'd like to get a nice button maker and make some buttons. Old style bat, you know. A little rust even under the, guess coming through the back. I don't know. Some of these hold up better than others. Oh, the Police Stewart. The Police. He did an album after the Police Stewart, and it had some tribal beats and stuff. I highly recommend that album. I don't know what it's called, but I enjoyed it. Blue smiley face. These were emojis before emojis. Just saying. Most of them, like this, made in the USA. The Beast. The Beast. Taken from an Avengers cover. Gil Kane, maybe. That's probably Gil Kane. I think this would maybe the one where he's coming down on the Squadron Supreme. But yeah, so I had to have this one. The Beast. From the X-Men and the Avengers and the Defenders. Tell me anybody else that's done that. Well, Angel. Iceman. Oh, shut up. Batman. I'm Batman. I love seeing these again. Another Batman. Like I say, if I ever go to a convention. I did a painting too. I should get it. I'll show it tomorrow. Yeah, underneath it, it says art students think they know it all. It's half white, half black. And in the middle is the button that says art students think they know it all. And I painted it half white and half black. So it's covered up. It's hidden. I always like to hide things under the layers. This is the 70s never happened. Okay. Maybe they didn't if we're living in a virtual reality. And we remember things differently than what we remember them from. Garcia Lopez, Batman. Namor, diving into the sea. I don't know if that's focusing good or not. I hope it is. Oh, Guns N' Roses. See if we have a date. 2011. That's not too old. Was I collecting these at that time? I guess I was. Through the years. Sure, I'll go on the wagon. Just find me one with a bar. 1987, bud. Wolverine smoking a cigarette or cigar. I guess it's a cigar, but it sure looks like a cigarette. If I was going to guess at the artist, I would say Alan Davis. What do you think? And I really don't care. I think I'm right. Let's see what we have here. This button needs an enema. One of the better jokers. And I'm not really hot on him, to tell you the truth. But Impossible Man. Oh, yes. Give the Fantastic Four and some others some. I look at him like Mr. Mxyzptlk. The old Superman. I'm pretty sure I got this at convention. You know, love to pick up buttons. Generally, they're affordable, inexpensive, and nice to see these. That usually there was only one made, and if they did, you know, I mean, it might be one of a kind, made from something. I didn't even think about, you know, time going by and this not even being available to be put under a button. I mean, I guess it did a little bit, but you know, it's a cool button. Raphael. He's got to be worth something, man. Ninja Turtles. Small. There we go. Hey, don't give out on me now. Dollar store. How much use did I get? That's flashing. 2011. Huh. Maybe some of these aren't as old as what I thought. Now, some of them are. I mean, you know, I know they go back, you know. 24th annual Grub Steak Days, May 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 1974. Number 1881, Yucca Valley, California. Okay. 1974 button for Grub Steak Days. I don't even know what that is. Neat button. Rocksteady and Bebop. Rocksteady. From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nice oval. Let's see what year this is from. 1989, if I'm to believe the copyright. And that's probably right when the Batman movie first came out. I also had like the Batman cereal bank that came in cereal. Let's see, how old were you in 1985? I was a senior in 84. I'm Billy Tucci's age. You know, I would have been 17, 18 in 84. I would have been 18, 19 in 85. And that's when I went to Chicago convention. But I've already been to like at least two, maybe, you know, conventions in Memphis. John Byrne artwork, taken from probably a comic page. Got the Beast, Wolverine, looks like maybe the red Colossus leg and Storm there. Can't beat that. Terry Austin inks and John Byrne. The Beast. I enjoy those over, mass produced like this Batman. This sticker's I think this is an old one because it sticks out too. Sharp. 1975, and that may have been when I got it. Okay. And I used to have a poster with this on it, I think. Amazing Spider-Man. 1975 pen. Looking brand freaking new. Okay, Donatello with his bow staff. Let's see here. And get that where it won't stick. There we go. Just out of curiosity, probably 2011. But I mean, that's over 10 years ago. Buck books are back. $19.95. Buck books are back. Thought a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first came out in the 80s, right? Yes. 1980. I don't want to misquote. 83, maybe 82 in the comics. But it took to about 86 or so till the cartoon came out, and that's what really launched it. And then they came out with the first, I think Hasbro made toys. I had them all. Even the girl that was, more valuable than all the other turtles. That was the one to have. It was part of, cool. Yeah, I mean, I love Ninja Turtles. Here's another one with the Beast there and Colossus, Storm in the background, Jean Grey. I forget what this is from. Might be John Byrne. X-Men book with the Beast prominently there. Come on, man. Why you want to make him cat-like? Okay, what do we got here? Y&T, yesterday and today. I actually got to see them. Summertime Girls, I think. I need to listen to some Y&T and Zebra and stuff like that. Dawkins. I wasn't big Dawkins, but some of those hair bands. I enjoy them, man. Y&T Button. Might have got that at a concert. More than likely, I probably got it like Hot Dogs Records or something, and they had buttons at the checkout and stuff. Probably my music video buttons. Music anyway. Later iteration of Iron Man, 1986. Didn't much care for this armor. Who Framed Roger Rabbit's tunes are My Life. Mr. Weekend. This is Forget Me Not. American Greetings. Came out in 50, 60, 70, 85. 85 Roman numerals. Yeah. Now, isn't this Far Side guy? Or I don't know. Can you tell me who did the artwork? Probably not. It looks familiar. Looks like maybe the Far Side guy. Thank you for not picking your nose. Frown Busters. Trademarked. Huh. 1986. Thank you for not picking your nose. I would say this is maybe Michael Golden artwork. Rogue. See what year this is from. Can't use I can't believe that battery's already given out. 1986 or 5. 1986, I believe. Gotta catch the light just right. I think that's Michael Golden artwork. A bigger pen, you could get an artist, but I don't think, how would you have them sign? And Michael Golden's done some stuff for NCG. Thor with a beard and mustache by John Byrne. Not sure about the iteration of that. If I had that on that Byrne, if he had like clean shaven and then with a beard or mustache, I can't remember. There's so many heads on that page, and they use them over and over. This is 1986. John Byrne Thor. Oh, Superman pen. Let's see. It was the news anchor April. How old were you then? The news anchor April. Oh yes, April for the Ninja Turtles. How old were you then? In the Ninja Turtles time? I graduated. I was like 17, 18 in 84. And they were in the comics. I had a Teenage Mutant Ninja 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never got a chance to own one. I did later get offered to buy one in near mint shape, a number 1 first printing, I think for $175, and I didn't do it. It'd probably be gone today anyway. So. Shut up and dance. Oh, Michelangelo with his motorized skateboard and nunchucks. Summertime girls. I need to go on YouTube. That's really the easiest way to listen to some of that music. Check out, Zebra, Who's Behind the Door, Bears. Great song, great videos. Misunderstood. Aren't we all? Oh, Spotty, I guess going to meet Mary Jane. Comic Images Incorporated did this. 1987 button. Him in his black Venom costume with a black top hat on with flowers. Think these things will ever be worth anything? I've been spellbound. A lot of these, like this one, was probably free. It's like free promo for a book or something. So you get free stuff too. This is from 1987. And of course, it looks spanking new still. Almost looks like the symbol of Miss Marvel, doesn't it? Should I go 2 hours? It's an hour and a half. I don't think I want to go through all my buttons today. First, comics, 1982 to 1987, celebrating their 5th anniversary. Button still looks in pretty good shape. New. No copyright on it, but you know when it came out, 87. First comics. Of course, they're not around anymore. Another Joker with top hat. So this is an extra. It's same artwork, maybe different. Ha 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 behind him and logo a little different. Garcia. I'm sincere and I mean it. I'm sincere and I mean it. Well, folks, I don't know. Civility, the only one in here. I thought you were 10 years older. I'm 56. Going on 57 in November. You must have gone wild by the age of 40. To what? How old were you then? Thought you were 10 years older. You must have gone white. Oh, you must have gone white by the age of 40. Possibility. For today's thumbnail, but I didn't have time for the setup of it, and I'll probably use it for tomorrow if my leg's still red. I sit out and I was in this leg was in shade. I'm so white. I turned red from my kneecap to about that much is red, and my other's white. And wasn't out there that long yesterday. It's rained today heavily. I don't know how I'm going to get all this stuff moved. Batman. And on that, check in tomorrow. Same bat channel, same bat. I got other stuff, but man, this G.I. Joe stuff's filthy. Go through that, and we'll go through that some tomorrow. And hey, man, if there was more people in here, I'd go longer. But, anyway, till next time, guys, keep collecting. Bye.